Hi everyone, happy Wednesday. Today we're going to be making this pretty cool rainbow loom wreath. It's so very festive, perfect for the holidays. I got the idea from Simi Spams or Simi Looms on Instagram. She made a design that looked like a real pine wreath. I will show you how hers look like. This is her account. Here she posts designs that she's working on and also sneak peeks. This is her main page. Look at her creations. It looks so awesome. So here we are back in her spam page. So I'm opening her wreath in a new page and this is how it looks like. I asked her if it was okay if I did a similar tutorial for it, and then she says to go ahead. So thank you, Simi. So in a dream catcher, you just leave the border and then continue on to the next step. But she added 2 more borders on top to make it nice and frilly, to make it nice and fluffy as well. Isn't it so cool? This is a closer look to her wreath. She added a cute bell in the middle, and then she also added a ribbon around, and she made a bow to make it look like a real wreath. So without further ado, let's get to the tutorial. Things that you will need are any size of metal hoop. I bought this one in Hobby Lobby. This one is 6 inches across. You can also find these in Michael's as well. Any type of ribbon. This one is a thin ribbon. It should work better because you're going to put this on your rubber bands. This one is 3/8 of an inch, so it's nice and thin. Your hooks, of course, your loom bands. I'm going to be using the baby blue and white bands to match my ribbon to make it like a winterland theme. This is optional, but you can use a little decoration to hang in the middle like this. Let's get started. So making this wreath is almost the same instructions as making a rainbow loom dream catcher. So if you need more in-depth steps, you can go to the I button up there and that will take you to a playlist of rainbow loom craft that I have. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take our first color. Mine is baby blue. And we're going to take our hoop. We're going to take our band, put it underneath the Dreamcatcher hoop. We're going to take our hook and it will go on one side and then it's going to go to the other side, to the other loop. So now you have your rubber band underneath. That's what we want. So we're going to take our first loop on our hook. We're going to bring it in, just like our regular dream catcher. We're going to turn our hoop. We're going to take our next band, mine is white, so we still keep this loop in our hook. We're going to put our band underneath our hoop. We're going to take our hook, put it through one side, and then we're going to put it the other side. So now we have 3 loops. We're going to put the first loop to the second, and now we have 2 different loops. We're going to take the first loop and go through the first rubber band, just like that. We're going to take our another color, which is blue for me. We're going to put it underneath, still keeping this loop, the previous loop on your hook. We're going to bring it on one side of our band and then the other side. So now we have 3 loops. The first loop will go to the second, just like so. Now we have 2 different loops. The first loop will go to the second loop. And just like that. One more time. Our next color, mine is white. Put it underneath the hoop. And then keeping this loop still on our hook, we're going to bring it on one side and then the other side. We have 3 loops. The first loop will go to the second inside. Now we have 2 separate loops. The first one will go through the bottom, and you're going to be doing this all around until you hit the other side. And for this you will need 130 bands. I'm going to need that many because my hoop is big, it's 6 inches, but if you have a smaller hoop, you will need less bands. So we're going to do this all around, and I will be right back. After 130 bands, this is what we have. We have our border done. When we do a regular dream catcher, we leave it just as is, but Simi Looms had the amazing idea to add another border on top of this one to make it look like a real wreath, and I'm going to interpret her design in my own way. I'm going to start where I put this placeholder on top. So we're going to put our hook on the loop here. Now we can just take off our placement clip. We're leaving this loop still on our hook. We're going to pull it through the 2 loops here, the 2 loops. I hope that you can see. Now we have 3 loops on our hook. We're going to take one band. We're going to pull it through all 3 loops. All 3. Now we only have 2 loops on our hook. We're going to take another band. Mine is white. We're keeping these 2 loops on our hook. We're going to pull it through, put it through the 2 loops. That's on the top. These 2 loops. 2 loops. We take our band, put it on our hook. We'll only pull it through the first 2 loops. Mine are the white ones. Only the first 2. And now we put a hook on the last loop. And then we have 4 loops on our hook. We take our next band and we're going to pull it through all 4 loops. All 4. And then we put our band on our hook. So the band that went through all 4 loops, I decided to change it to green instead of blue because I wanted to make it a little bit more festive. So we're only changing the color that goes through all 4 loops only. Now we only have 2 loops. We're keeping these 2 on our hook. We take our next band, we're putting it through the 2 loops. So take your hook, pull it through the next 2 loops. We're going to put our band on the 2 loops only. Now we're going to have 4 loops on our band, on our hook. We're going to take our next band. We're going to pull it through the 4 loops on our hook, all 4. All 4. Again, here instead of the blue band that goes on all 4 loops, I put a red band. Remember, we're only changing the color that goes to all 4 loops only. Now, we only have 2 loops. We're taking another band. We're going to put our hook on the 2 loops on top, like so. And then our band is going to go on our hook, and we're only going to pull it through the first 2 loops. And now we have 4 bands on our hook. We're going to take our next band and pull it through all 4. All 4 loops. And then we're going to continue keeping these 2 on our hook. We're going to put our hook through the next 2 loops only. We're taking a band, we're pulling it through only on the first 2 loops. 2 only. And now we will have 4 loops. We're taking our next band, all 4 loops on our hook. And like that, you can kind of see the little extra border. And we're going to continue on until we get to the other side. We're going to leave 3 loops undone so we can finish off the border together on camera. I'll be right back. We are almost done. We have 3 loops to do. 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to finish off on camera. So we have 2 loops. We're going to leave it there. We're going to put our hook on the 2 loops. The band will go only on the first 2 loops. And then my next color is green. Put it through all 4 loops. 2 more times. I have a white band here for the 2 loops. I'm going to pull it through like so. And then my next band is green. Pull it through all 4 loops. And my final one is the blue one here. We're going in You will know that is your final band when you have two loops on top. You can kind of see that this is just down and these bands are up. That will make it easy to know where to stop. So we go to the blue here. We're getting a blue band like so on the two loops only, and our final color is red, like so. And now we have our final two loops on our hook. We're going to leave those there, and we're going to put our hook on the first two loops on the top, and we're going to hang our little wreath. So I'm going to put a piece of ribbon on all four loops. Now we can just make a simple knot. Now it's time to add our ribbon in between loops. I'm going to start right here in the middle. That's going to be the first one. In the dream catcher, you put your hook through the two loops here, and then you put a band. But this time, we're going to be putting some ribbon through. So take your hook, the two little loops on here. We're going to take our ribbon and we're going to pull it through the two loops. It's going to be a little bit difficult, but we can manage it. Like so. Going to try and straighten out a little bit. So we already have our first loop with a ribbon. We're going to calculate how much we need just by eyeballing it, because we're going to make a bow almost in the middle. I'm going to cut my ribbon just like that. So after we have put the ribbon on the first loop, on the first two loops, we're going to skip 26 loops in between. 26 will be on the blue here. So we're going to skip that one and we're going to go on the 27. We're going to put our hook through the two loops. We're going to put our ribbon through the two loops. We're doing that carefully, just like that. Now we're doing the same thing, but we're going to the left, instead of the right. We're doing this to keep it even. So we're just going to skip 26 loops again. And on the 27 loop, we're putting our hook through the two loops here, and we're taking our ribbon, we're going to pull it through. It's not easy, but not impossible. Like so, we're putting our ribbon through. We're doing this 2 more times, skipping 26 loops on the right side and on the left side. And here we have it. It made a cool shape like a pentagon. One side, 2, 3, 4, and 5 will be in the middle. How cool. So I made a little bit like a bow. I'm not sure how to make a nice bow. I guess that's okay. I guess that's okay. And now, if you want to, and here we have it, a nice little wreath. Simi Loom's design was so cool. It looked like a real wreath. Okay, everybody, thank you so much for watching. As always, you can follow me on my social media sites. You can also follow Simi Looms. I put her social medias on the description box below. Thank you so much for watching. Bye, everyone.